Imagine a child watching their mum leave for the park. Without them, the rides are waiting, the sun is out, the snacks are packed. And instead of just crying, take me with you, I want to come, the child says something bitter like, wow, aren't you ashamed of yourself? Going to the park all alone like that. They're not genuinely judging her because there's nothing to judge. What's happening is they're scared, they're hurt, they don't want to be left behind, but instead of expressing vulnerability, they lash out, trying to shame her into picking them. That's exactly what you're observing when the birthday of a single successful woman gets posted online and men come crawling out like insecure worms to quiz her on why she doesn't have a man yet. It's male pick-me behavior in full display. Most people just don't recognize it because we've been trained to see pick-me behavior only in women. And sure, female pick-me behavior is more familiar. A woman contorts herself to be chosen, believing she's defective without a man. She'll shrink, soften, agree with nonsense, perform humility and beauty and service, all to prove she's worthy of love. But with men, pick-me behavior often shows up as projection. They'll use verbal jabs to convince you that you need them or that you're somehow defective. Without them, we all know that men want women badly. We've all been girls long enough to know how deep and chaotic male desire can be. It's men who chase women for sex, for service, for wives, for girlfriends. That pursuit is everywhere. So when a man mocks a woman for being single, what he's really doing is relying on an age-old tactic, shaming women into romantic submission. It's pick-me energy, even when it looks like an insult. Men mocking single women at 30 and beyond are rarely neutral observers. More often, it's male insecurity disguised as critique. They see a woman who doesn't need their approval, their provision, or their presence, and that subconsciously threatens them because in a patriarchy, it's terrifying for men to watch the very people they desire most, women, live full, glorious, exceptional lives without them. It threatens their entire sense of relevance. It makes them feel disposable in a system that once promised them centrality. The mockery is manipulative but strategic. It reinforces the social conditioning that keeps women focused on male attention, and it works. Not because it's true, but because patriarchy has taught us to assume men are logical, objective, and authoritative. So when they insult us, we assume there must be some truth to it, but there isn't. If a man didn't care about or desire women, especially beautiful, successful women, he wouldn't bring up the fact that she's single. He wouldn't comment at all because it wouldn't matter. Think about it. If a woman looked at a wealthy, successful man on his birthday and said, wow, look at you, all that success and no woman by your side, as it would be obvious that she wants to be by his side. Snide remark or not, it reeks of desire. So why don't we recognize the same when men do it? Because male pick-me behavior hides behind shame. It doesn't sound like begging. It sounds like blame. It doesn't say please. It says, what's wrong with you? And here's the deeper truth. Men have always used manipulation to insert themselves into women's lives. For centuries, they upheld exclusionary laws, so women couldn't own property, couldn't rent independently, couldn't open bank accounts, couldn't file patents, couldn't attend university. Also that the only viable path to survival was to marry a man. That was economic pick-me engineering. Strip away every option until choosing a man isn't a choice at all. This is the same, but instead of economic, it's verbal, using words to shame women for being single so they feel they must tether themselves to a man to be seen with any respect or esteem. Tale as old as time. If you date men, don't mistake their mockery for truth. When they say you're 30 and still single, it's not logic. It's longing disguised as judgment. They're not critiquing you. They're begging to be needed. Microfeminism for lovers is a daily message I send to women who still want love, but won't fall for shame disguised as wisdom or insults disguised as advice. Each message is short, sharp, and helps you see what's really happening when a man tries to make your independence feel like failure. You'll stop mistaking his insecurity for insight. You'll stop shrinking to be seen, and you'll reprogram your love life around truth, not tactics. You get one message every morning. Use the link in my bio to join.